From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you are with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. Off we go from Lumen Field. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Dragon 60. Steady.
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Second and 10.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Ready.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
First and 10.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Once again, it's Walker. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown, number 9 for the year. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year.
Ready,
This has been a solid opening drive. You're knocking on the door. First and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. That is caught by the tight end, Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seahawks. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Byron Murphy in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and a long way to go. Back to throw. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
And it's this pass rush. They've made their presence felt here in the early going. That's 2 sacks now for them on this opening drive. And you have to imagine, Mike, there's going to be more sacks to come if this offensive line doesn't clean things up.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Okay, break.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Oh, a loose football. Looked like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. but it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On the ready.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
19-18.
They'll run the toss with Walker, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
On 3rd down, Milrow. Got it with Smith in Jigba. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Seattle.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19.
Throwing is Milrow. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder. And the Broncos are going to get the football at their own 40.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to run for it with Williams. 1st down and more inside the 40. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
27 yards.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Headed left, buying time. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run it with Williams. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll look to throw. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Get it. Bronco 80. No, no.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Smash. Ready. 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Check. Let's go now. 60, 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
We'll try and run for this with Algier. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Gain of 11.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the 1st down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
Cougar 19. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go with an option right. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 4.
Ready. Viking 18. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let go.
RPO and a quick hit to Smith and Jigba. He's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now it's Milrow. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's going to be marked short of that 1st down. How do you want to play it? They need almost 2 full yards. Decision time, 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Ready, set.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
Ready.
He'll try to run for it, and he'll give himself up after picking up the 1st down.
I love this call on 4th down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big 1st down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
To the air, it's Milrow. Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now Milrow. He pulls it in around the 5. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Viking 18.
Walker. Trying to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Ready. Cougar 19.
One more time with Walker. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now, Milrow misses designed run, and he will take it in himself. Jalen Milrow, touchdown Seattle. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Broncos.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught once again by Ingram. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Denver first down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
Ready?
3rd down, 3 to go.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
He'll look middle. He's got his man complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and goal, Denver.
swung out to Harvey. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tigers. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, right?
Regular play action now with Milrow. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Cougar 19.
On 2nd down, Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks 1st down. And he's able to get it up to the 37-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Milrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
3rd and a yard.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That's good.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
To throw again is Milrow. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. And next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Milrow going to throw it again. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
19, Tiger.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Here's Harvey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Again, it's Harvey. And a much better result here. Give him 7, and it sets up third down.
46-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. They get 19 on that pass play. First down, Broncos.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
He'll look to throw. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. They'll look to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he's in! Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Denver. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Attacking 18. 19 Lion. Ready.
Throwing now, Milrow on first down. And that ball led him too far, maybe too long. Out of bounds, incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Walker.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
70. Ready.
Milrow on third down. That is caught. He finds Walker. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Seattle.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. Throw right side, hauled in by Cotton. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jonathan Cooper. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer, so it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day, and I think these two might have a really bright future together, and the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass, it's incomplete, and it's second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. The gun, he'll throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Milroe gonna look to run it himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He'll get 10 there on the keeper, and that's going to be good for a 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milroe. That one too far over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's Milroe to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A 40-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
Job number 1 on this drive. Find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go. He is Lawrence in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll air one out. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd downs. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Deputy! Cougar 19!
Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 34-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Liking 18! Ready?
On 1st down, it's Milroe. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
On the handoff, this is Walker. Hey, that's about as exciting a 1-yard run as you're going to see all game. Found a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but not much after that.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
3rd down and 3.
Here we go, Jack. 70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, it's Milroe. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. So the pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Meyer. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 45 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Let's go.
Now, faking the give. That's caught by Harvey. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Denver first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On the give, it's Harvey. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Swung out to Harvey. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing third down at the moment. He'll try to run here with Harvey. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Seahawks 20. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Liking 18. Steady.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. A big hole. Still going. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. They're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Cougar 19. Sixty Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
On the set. Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
RPO and a quick hit to Smith and Jigba. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes.
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now Milrow facing 3rd and long. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. To return, it's Mims. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
At their own 40-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. One final play. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.